This first setup is going to be a three-part series, starting with a alternating dead bug with a pullover. Now the dumbbell used here should be anything from a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell for best results. Also, on the pullover, dumbbell does not have to touch the floor at any point. You see that my head and neck are off the floor because this puts me into a traditional dead bug position. However, doesn't make it, you know, any more challenging. I can't get any more challenging from here. So if you have any strain in the head or neck, rest it on the floor, especially during the pullover movements. Now the exercise that follows this is one that we've done a lot of times. It's the tricep kickback. These we want to use 5 pound dumbbells. 5 pound dumbbells for best results because this is a smaller movement, a smaller joint movement where I'm flexing my elbows or I'm extending my elbows outward to engage the triceps. Again, we want to use max weight 5 pound dumbbells for this exercise, and it will immediately follow the alternating dead bug with pullover. So here is the setup. We are going to do a total of 10 repetitions. It's going to take a long time to get through here, and it's going to be the majority of what we do today. There's going to be 10 dead bugs with 10 pullovers. Again, everything alternates here. And remember, again, you do notice that my head and neck are off the floor. This is a stricter form of dead bug, but bear in mind you can also place your head and neck on the floor while still maintaining core engagement. It's just not as challenging. Again, we want to stick with a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell on this exercise. This is a longer duration movement. In itself takes about a minute to get through. Again, we are supersetting with the tricep kickback right after, and there is a third exercise that will follow the tricep kickback, so stick with this. All right, next moving on to the tricep kickback with 5 pound dumbbells. This is a 12 repetition count. Your head and neck position should be in a neutral position, which is even with your spine. You should be looking towards the floor. And again, you want to make sure that your elbows and your shoulders are parallel so that when we kick the dumbbell back, we're engaging the tricep, not the shoulder. The last setup here is going to be the alternating up kick. We've done this before. It's 10 reps per side. Once we complete this, that will end the sequence, and then we will start our set number 2 after a 1-minute break. Okay, here is your 1-minute break. Five, four, three, two, one. Back into position. So again, at this point, we are still using a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell. We are still doing 10 repetitions. After doing this one time through, you should be more aware of the mechanical setup. It is a busy movement. It does have a lot of mechanical setup to it, a lot of idiosyncratic movements. So just follow along the best that you can. But the immediate response should be in the core. The secondary should be in the back and in the arms when we conduct the pullover. But the core, much like a plank, is always engaged because at some point this does become an isometric movement. Okay, moving on to the next exercise. Again, we are staying with 5-pound dumbbells max on this exercise. It is a very isolating movement for all 3 heads of the tricep. Again, we want to make sure that our elbow and shoulder are parallel. Head and neck is in a neutral position for, our to protect our upper spine. Never look upward or forward on this. Again, we're going to finish with our seated up kicks for 10 each side. And we're on break number 2. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. So we are moving back into our final set of this exercise. We've done it 2 times through, so again, we are more aware of the mechanical movements of this. Once we finish, the demo for the last sequence is going to appear. This is this is a bicep curl. So I start off simultaneous just to illustrate the movement, but this is best done alternating. And why it's best done alternating? Because you're going to get better muscle contraction without overloading the shoulder or making the shoulder too tired. So here's why I like the alternating, because I get better unilateral engagement. This is going to help to fix imbalances. So we are going to do a 12 repetition count. 5-pound dumbbells are going to be the max, just like we did with the tricep kickback. And again, you're going to get really good engagement with this much volume at such a little weight, which we're using to build up eventually to the 8-pound dumbbells and then the 10-pound dumbbells. So bear with this exercise, keep it smooth and slow, make sure that we're getting good bicep contraction and engagement. And then as always, when we're standing, our core is engaged. Now we do have one exercise that follows this, which is going to be 12 over the hill crunches, an exercise that we've done plenty of times before. I'm going to show you 2 different ranges here. So this is our first range at 12 repetitions. You see that my knee peak is a little bit higher, where when I start, I'm mid quadricep, and I want to touch just above the knee there. So that's why they call it the over the hill crunch. Again, just touching right up and above the knee. Now, Here's the further extension. It lowers the peak, which enables a little bit more range of motion. I still start at center quadricep, but then it enables me to finish a little further. Once we're finished here, we are going to take a 30-second break only. So again, 12 repetitions. And we are on break. Five, four, three, two, one, and now we're back into set number 2. Again, we're doing 12 alternating reps here with 5-pound dumbbells. Again, once we are finished, we're going to superset with 12 over the heel crunches. Takes about 10-15 seconds to get into position, so if you need a pause, that's fine. But just always know that we are doing 12 repetitions here. And again, we do it with a higher peak or slightly lower peak. It's not cheating. It's not going to take away from any of the engagement. If anything, you're probably going to get a little bit more engagement with the lower peak. Right, last break of the day, and then we complete one more round. Five, four, three, two, one, and time. So we're back in position, last set for the day. This will wrap up a 14 to 16 minute workout, which focuses on the arms and the core. The goal with this setup is to get your arms more in shape, more strong, so that we can start to incorporate other slightly larger exercises. These for right now are going to work just fine.